This is News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us. The state Supreme Court working on a decision in a case challenging the state's safer at home order.
Our Amy Reed is live at the Capitol with the developments today. Amy?
This morning, justices on the Wisconsin Supreme Court heard from lawyers on both sides of this lawsuit, one arguing that the extension of Safer at Home was unlawful, and the other saying that the alternative would cost people's lives.
Whenever you speak, you have to unmute your microphone.
The state Supreme Court had an atypical venue for its proceedings on Tuesday, filled with the typical for the app.
Chief Justice, I can't hear you. I think you might be on mute.
Lawyers on either side of the debate took turns fielding sometimes overlapping questions.
Counsel, I would like to ask you the same question that
You're in the middle of the question, Justice Kennedy. I'm in the middle of the question.
When we're in this format,
I can finally ask one for 10 minutes.
have some order. I know Rebecca.
Trying to get to the root of their case. Did the DHS secretary overreach in her order to extend Safer at Home? The legislature's lawyer went first.
This case is not about whether a lockdown is a good idea. This case instead raises first a basic issue of administrative law.
Discussions here circled around statutes and definitions, but aimed at proving the legislature should have been part of the decision. DHS's lawyer, the Department of Justice, said the law is written to allow DHS to do what it did.
I think you take the statutory text as it is, and the statutory text empowers DHS to take all necessary action to combat communicable diseases.
Justices questioned what limits the statutes allow.
Isn't it the very definition of tyranny for one person to order people to be imprisoned for going to work, among other ordinarily lawful activities?
The legislature asked the court to grant at least a 6-day window for the other branches to come together to come up with a solution. The DOJ said this alone proves how necessary the actions of DHS were.
People will die if this order is enjoined with nothing to replace it. That is exactly what will happen.
Justices went into a private meeting at 1:30 this afternoon to discuss these arguments, and we can expect a decision anytime after they finish with that. In that decision, we're going to look for a potential stop to the current Safer at Home order and see how long the courts will give the rest of government to come together to find a replacement.
Amy Reed live at the Capitol. Amy, thank you.
Wisconsin continues to see an increase of COVID-19 cases. Right now, 8,671 have tested positive. That's up 391 new cases from yesterday. The total includes 353 deaths. Over 4,000 people, roughly 48%, who have tested positive have fully recovered. Today's percentage of new tests that come back positive down to 9%. That's compared to 11% yesterday. A 14-day downward trend is needed for the government to reopen. Although the percentage of new positive cases has gone down, health officials say there's yet to be a downward trend for those 14 consecutive days. And new today, DHS working with health professionals to set hospital metrics to be able to move into phase 1 of the Badger Bounce Back Plan. The metrics set the following goals. 95% of hospitals can treat all patients without crisis care. 95% of all hospitals have arranged for testing for all symptomatic clinical staff treating patients at the hospital. That's per CDC guidelines. And a downward trend of COVID-19 cases among healthcare workers calculated weekly. Now, right now, hospitals are seeing a downward trend of COVID-19 cases among their healthcare workers.
Rock County has now topped 300 confirmed cases of COVID-19, with 9 deaths linked to the virus.
But the numbers show it could be impacting one community there at a faster rate. Rock County reporter Adam Duxter joins us live now with why this could be happening. Adam.
Oh, Eric and Susan, despite Beloit making up just about a quarter of Rock County's total population, headed into today, it accounted for roughly 2/3 of all the positive coronavirus cases in the county. Now, healthcare leaders say this could be due to Beloit Health System's ability to test more than similar hospitals elsewhere in the county. Others say it could be linked to outbreaks at 2 major food processing plants, Hormel and Birdseye. Regardless, those I spoke with today say they want to stress Rock County is still heading up the curve of possible cases.
The takeaway is, this is a real problem, and right now I just don't think that because of our lack of testing, the numbers are really accurate right now. I think it's a lot higher than what is being reported, and that's very concerning.
And that number of confirmed cases is expected to grow. The county's health department saying they expect that number to peak sometime in early June. And right now they're predicting upwards of 3,500 cases. Coming up tonight at 6, we'll take a closer look at those numbers as well as what county officials are doing to try and keep them down.
Adam Duxer live tonight. Adam, thank you.
Dane County Executive Joe Parisi announced today that Dane County will remain under a state of emergency declaration until at least July 15th due to the ongoing pandemic. The current order is scheduled to expire on May 15th. The new order, a new emergency order, will go into effect when the current one expires. County officials say the declaration will allow county government to be able to use its full resources to meet community needs during the coronavirus pandemic. The state of emergency declaration makes Dane County eligible for federal and state assistance. It is not connected to the Safer at Home order.
We all know how valuable personal protective equipment is, especially during this unusual time.
Charlotte DeLeste is here now to tell us about the state's new plan to extend the life of this important resource. Charlotte?
Susan and Eric, you can say that PPE is like a battle gear for our frontline care workers, especially those N95 masks we've been hearing so much about. Those masks are deemed as single use, but because the supply everywhere is low, many have no choice but to use them over and over again. Today, though, the state's Department of Health Services revealed the new Battelle Critical Care Decontamination System, which can decontaminate 80,000 masks a day.
We are only accepting N95 respirators that are not cellulose-based. We also are only accepting masks that are not soiled. And by soiled, I mean with blood, bodily fluids, or makeup.
Only health service providers who are registered with Battelle are able to use this service, and right now they are guaranteeing masks are returned in 72 hours. Battelle's system is being rolled out in 60 different locations throughout the country, and there is only one here in Wisconsin. For security reasons, we are not disclosing where the Battelle system is located in the state. They expect to begin decontaminating masks by the end of this week.
Charlotte, thank you.
The Wisconsin Department of Transportation is rolling out 2 pilot programs to deal with backlogs at the DMV. This is, of course, a result of the pandemic. Right now, there is a backlog. 80,000 licenses need to be renewed. 10,000 teenagers are waiting to take their in-person road test to receive their first driver's licenses. Starting Monday, the DMV will allow people to renew their licenses online. Also on Monday, those teenagers who have completed their training requirements and have permission of a parent can skip the behind-the-wheel road test and get their license. Tonight at 6, Jamie Perez will tell us how driving companies are reacting to that change. Another cool day out there. We could see some showers tonight as well. Let's check your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, just a slight chance of showers for tonight, maybe a slight chance for a shower tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures will actually be a little milder for tomorrow and Thursday, but then turn sharply colder, and we now have an alert day in the forecast for Saturday morning. A widespread frost and a hard freeze is possible, with low temperatures dropping into the upper 20s by early on Saturday morning. So that gives you a couple of days of warning to start getting ready to cover up those tender plants that are out there. You can see in our 10-day forecast those temperatures in the low 20s or upper 20s by early on Saturday morning, and in the lower to middle 30s into the early part of next week. So the possibility exists that we could see some more patchy frost. Even Mother's Day will be a chilly one, with high temperatures only in the mid-50s and a chance of showers. But later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that does include some improvement toward the end of next week.
All right, Gary, thank you. Just this afternoon, officials are identifying the victim in last night's Southside shooting as 48-year-old Antonio Shaw of Madison.
Our Madeline O'Neill is live on the 2600 block of Badger Lane, where the shooting happened, with what we're learning today. Maddie?
Well, talking with a few residents from this area, they're, of course, surprised to hear about the homicide in their neighborhood last night. Now, right now, we're a few blocks off Rimrock Road, just off the Beltline. This falls right on the boundary of the city of Madison and the town of Madison. And last night's homicide falls under the town's jurisdiction. Now, when we were here last night, this street, Badger Lane here, was filled with police cars from both departments after reports of shots fired and a victim lying on the ground near a vehicle. Now, that was just before 10 o'clock. Town of Madison police tell us today the victim, Shaw, was pronounced dead about an hour and a half later. According to the Dane County Medical Examiner's Office, early autopsy results confirm he was killed by being shot with a firearm. Now, the Town of Madison police are still investigating this homicide. They ask anyone with information to give Madison area Crime Stoppers a call. We'll have an update again tonight at 6.
We will see you then. Madeline O'Neill live. Thank you, Maddie.
Some dramatic video from rescues on Lake Mendota shows why people should take extra caution when they're out on the water. The Middleton Fire Department videos documenting a couple of rescues they had to make as the weather enticed people to get out on the lakes over the weekend, which are still very cold. On Saturday, a sailboat capsized on Lake Mendota. A kayak also flipped over. Fire officials say although it may be sunny outside, remember the water still very cold.
I think the number one thing we would recommend is wearing a life vest, personal flotation device. Even if you're a strong swimmer, when you hit water that's as cold as this is, that cold shock response and the cold incapacitation, even a strong swimmer is going to have a problem. And so the personal flotation device is really the most important thing at this point in time.
And fire officials also remind people who are out on the lakes to let someone know you're going out or have someone come with you.
Vice President Mike Pence says the Trump administration is considering winding down the work of the coronavirus task force by the end of the month. Meanwhile, President Trump defended his administration's decision to block members of his task force from testifying before multiple House committees.
The House is a setup. The House is a bunch of Trump haters. They put every Trump hater on the committee, the same old stuff.
He runs away from truth. And oversight is truth.
Dr. Anthony Fauci, who heads up the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, and other members of the coronavirus task force are scheduled to appear next week before a Republican-led Senate panel.
Supermarket chains are now limiting how much meat shoppers can buy during the pandemic. Maybe you've seen it, but starting tomorrow, each customer at Hy-Vee will be limited to 4 packages of a combination of fresh beef, ground beef, pork, and chicken. Costco and Kroger also limiting how much meat shoppers can buy. Supplies are starting to run short after the virus outbreaks forced some meat processing plants to close.
That's also affecting some fast food restaurants. 1 in 5 Wendy's is now out of beef. About 1,000 of the chain's 5,500 U.S. locations are not serving any hamburgers or other beef-based items. That's according to an analysis by the financial firm Stevens. Some local Wendy's restaurants are limiting the size of their burgers, no double stacks or triples.
Starbucks says it expects about 85% of its stores in the U.S. to be reopened by the end of the week after an extended closure in response to the crisis. Drive-through orders, those made ahead of time on its app, and Uber Eats will be allowed. Dine-in services, of course, remain suspended. The company said last week it expected 90% of its company-owned stores in the U.S. would be reopened by early June. And some sad news out of the Dells. The Tommy Bartlett Show canceling all shows for the summer of 2020. This is due to the Safer at Home order and also the uncertainty of when businesses can resume operations. The Water Ski, Sky and Stage Show slated to begin its 69th summer run in the Dells on May 22nd. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 5, the Better Business Bureau warning consumers about possible scams when it comes to this Giving Tuesday. Coming up tonight at 6, after 30 years, a popular movie theater in Stoughton shutting down. We'll hear from the owner tonight at 6. Quick check of the markets. The Dow surging some 133 1/3 today. The NASDAQ climbed 98 and the S&P 500 jumps 26. We'll be right back.
You know your gutters are full of gunk, and you know you need to deal with it eventually. With LeafGuard, you can give up cleaning your gutters forever. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team would love to show you how LeafGuard's patented design channels rainwater into your gutters while leaves, seeds, and other debris just roll off, leaving them clog-free, guaranteed.
We looked at several different types of gutters, and we knew that we had problems with leaves. We have lots of trees around our house, and I'm the one who goes and cleans out the gutters, and I wanted to eliminate that hassle in the fall of cleaning the gutters, and LeafGuard has done a wonderful job.
Love to hear that. Right now, your LeafGuard brand gutter system comes with some great money-saving extras. Order now and get free installation labor, free financing for 12 months, and call before this program is over and get a $100 Visa gift card with your new LeafGuard gutter system. Don't wait. Call now to schedule your free estimate.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection remains open to serve our customers and communities during these times of uncertainty. During Safer at Home, we've got you covered for all your plumbing service needs. Call us for help. We are here for you.
Sometimes distance isn't the only barrier between you, your friends, and your loved ones, which is why TDS works tirelessly to provide you with the fastest, most reliable internet so you can stay strong, stay connected, and keep your world together. TDS, the best internet for how we live.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
Wow, that's Ensure Max Protein with high protein and 1 gram sugar.
It's a sit-up banana, bend at the waist. I'm trying.
Keep it up. You'll get there.
Whoa!
30 grams of protein and 1 gram of sugar. Ensure Max Protein.
Tonight at 6, grocery stores in our area are starting to limit meat sales. We'll tell you where. And the DOT starts 2 online pilot programs to help people renew their driver's license and allow teens to skip their road test.
News 3 Now.
Protesters ignore state orders to stay at home.
Disappointed and frightened by what the protests would pose in our state.
Providing you with the facts.
We need a decrease in the amount of positive tests as a percent of the total tests for 14 days.
About how the coronavirus outbreak is impacting our community.
A drive-by salute to the workers in Madison.
For the latest information, safety advice, and breaking news, watch News 3 Now, your coronavirus headquarters.
Welcome back. Today is Giving Tuesday. It's a day that promotes donating to charities and other communities in response to COVID-19.
But the Better Business Bureau is warning that scammers, unfortunately, are taking advantage of Giving Tuesday. The BBB says, watch out for charities with similar names and be very cautious of newly created coronavirus charities. While they may have good intentions, they may be less effective than other groups. And don't let your emotions get the best of you when making a donation.
Don't rely on passion and emotional pleas from charities. You want to make sure that you've fully done your homework before giving to them. So the passion and the emotional plea doesn't necessarily mean that they're a trustworthy charity.
If you want to make sure you're giving to an accountable charity, you can head to give.org. That's the BBB website.
Tomorrow is the beginning of National Nurses Week as we thank our healthcare providers, especially during the COVID-19 crisis. Recently, a UW Health staff photographer captured their nursing staff's resilience and remarkable commitment to patient care during this time. National Nurses Week goes through May 12th. Great Wolf Lodge in Wisconsin Dells helping recognize nurses in honor of National Nurses Week. The hotel launching a Nights for Nurses promotion for every room that is booked in the hotel from now through May 12th. They'll donate a room night to a registered nurse somewhere, up to 10,000 total rooms.
So when this all lifts and we kind of can reopen our resorts and get back to a sense of normalcy, we want to give those nurses an opportunity to spend quality time with their family that they have missed thus far.
If you want to participate in the Night for Nurses campaign, just use the promotional code THANKYOU on the Great Wolf Lodge website.
Well, everybody needs something super right now, don't we? So Mother Nature is serving up a supermoon. Thursday morning, it will be the last supermoon this year. It's a supermoon because it's so close to Earth right now. This particular moon is called the flower moon, which makes sense considering how much is in bloom in May. The moon will actually look full for 3 days, starting tonight through Friday morning.
All right, let's get a look at your first warned weather with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, it probably won't see the moon tonight because of cloud cover, but the next couple of nights certainly would be a good opportunity to see it. We've had some showers today, but you can see those are really starting to fall apart pretty quickly. And what's happening is we've got some dry air near the ground. So you can see these light showers heading back toward the southwest and just diminishing. And that's because we're having a surge of drier air coming in from the northeast. Notice the relative humidity 40s, around 40% or even a little bit less over east central Wisconsin, whereas they're closer to 90 to 100% where there are some showers over far southwestern Wisconsin. But the winds are coming in from the northeast, so again, that's eroding the rain. Last night it caused the rain to wait a little while before it got here, and now this afternoon it's starting to break up those showers. Three things you need to know in the forecast. Look for cool weather for tomorrow and Thursday, just not as chilly as today. Today, temperatures are in the low 50s. Tomorrow will probably be in the low 60s and be around 60 degrees on Thursday. But Friday through Tuesday, very chilly weather for this time of year. High temperatures only in the 50s, and frost now looks like it's likely for Saturday morning, maybe a hard freeze as well, but frost is a possibility for early Friday morning, early Monday morning, and early Tuesday morning as well. So we have an alert day in the forecast for Saturday morning for widespread frost. Temperatures will be in the upper 20s through most of southern Wisconsin, and that means a hard freeze is also possible. This is the Future Track temperature forecast for early on Saturday morning, about 6:30. Notice upper 20s through much of southern Wisconsin, so that would certainly be enough to bring a pretty widespread hard freeze across much of the area. You can see on Weather Track, upper level winds are coming in from the northwest now, and that trend will continue. These showers are actually starting to move back toward the south and east as an area of low pressure located out to our west gradually starts sliding away from us. So we have lots of clouds, but high pressure is located to our northeast, and that's what's providing those drier east-northeasterly winds that are starting to push out the showers and bring them down to the south. And this is the area of low pressure that will track right along the stationary front and keep the best chances for rain to our south through the day tomorrow. There's a possibility, could see a shower pop up tomorrow afternoon, but they'll be very limited. Notice the northern part of the state is actually a little warmer than the southern part of the state. There's been a little bit more sunshine up there, but still a fair amount of clouds here. Notice much of Iowa and Illinois seeing temperatures in the 40s. And on Future Track, those clouds continuing for tonight, but eroding away tomorrow. Maybe a pop-up shower tomorrow afternoon, and then look for clear skies tomorrow night and sunny skies on Thursday. Our MetroCast forecast for tomorrow calls for a high of 62 degrees, partly sunny skies, just a slight chance that an afternoon shower will pop up. And the 7 to 10 day forecast, 60 on Thursday, but only 49 for a high on Friday. And then by Saturday morning, down to 29 degrees. That's why the alert day is in for Saturday. Sunny skies on Saturday, highs in the mid-50s. Mid-50s for Mother's Day, and then Tuesday as well. But then as you head into the latter part of next week, at least we start to see some 60s return, but there'll also be some chances for showers and thunderstorms as well.
All right, Gary, thank you. Ahead on News You Now at 5, sports are back, sorta. We'll explain how you can catch a little live baseball. That's after a short break. Stay with us.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5. News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. And with great deals available, there's never been a better time to buy at your local dealership. To find the dealer near you, visit CubCadetDealers.com.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
We asked real customers what they really love about Spectrum Internet and TV.
Spectrum Internet has the fastest speeds for everything I do.
There is no turning wheel. It's immediate.
Spectrum is the fastest. Bam.
Get the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance with Spectrum Internet, delivering starting speeds of 200 megabits. That's more than enough for all your devices for $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
I can't get over how much on-demand Spectrum has. I can literally watch a new movie every night.
I got on my shows, and he's got all his shows.
With the Spectrum TV app, I can watch live TV anywhere. It's perfect.
Add Spectrum TV and enjoy more free HD and more free on demand. Plus, use the Spectrum TV app to watch live TV on the go, all from $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
The fact that they don't have contracts, that says a lot about their service.
Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. Install Spectrum services yourself. Get a self-installation kit shipped right to your home. Call 833-906-4499.
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
I put off treating mine.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, Epclusa could be your kind of cure.
I just found out about mine.
I knew for years.
Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa is only one pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and could cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have had hepatitis B, other liver or kidney problems, HIV or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects include headache and tiredness. Ask your doctor today if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
If you're missing baseball, it is back. Well, somewhat. Today was baseball's opening day in South Korea. ESPN is broadcasting the games. The Korean Baseball Organization began its season as one of the first leagues to play ball during the pandemic. Games were played without spectators in the stands. Umpires and base coaches wore masks, and everyone who entered the stadium had their temperatures taken.
Nike is donating thousands of sneakers to healthcare workers fighting COVID-19. The company has partnered with the nonprofit Good 360 to deliver 30,000 shoes to workers in Chicago, Los Angeles, Memphis, and New York. Sneakers are also being sent to hospitals across Europe. Nike says it's sending the Air Zoom Pulse. It's a shoe designed specifically for someone who would be on their feet for a long shift. The company is also sending 95,000 pairs of mild compression socks to New York and Los Angeles.
Well, if you want a little more room while you are flying, if you ever choose to fly again, Frontier Airlines is offering a program to help with that. Part of the program offers a seat with a confirmed empty middle seat for anyone who wants more room. A more room seat starts at $39. The program runs May 8th through the end of August, but it could be extended. The airline also announced that all passengers and crew are required to have their faces covered. Final check of your first warn forecast in just a moment. Stay with us.
Wouldn't it be nice to not have to deal with your messy gutters anymore? Leave that nasty chore in the rearview mirror with a new Leaf Guard gutter system. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team would love to show you how Leaf Guard's patented design keeps leaves and debris out so you can give up cleaning your gutters forever. And now is the best time to get Leaf Guard. Order now and get free installation labor, free financing for 12 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your purchase. Call now to set up a free estimate.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes.
This Mother's Day, give yourself or your mom the gift of a youthful, beautiful look.
It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video that the viewers can watch while you and I talk. And you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. And I did this to my father. We were at home, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It feels great. Looks even better.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old.
I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. Plexiderm, seriously, it fixes all that. It makes you feel as good outside as you do inside. Honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there, like the bags are gone.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas.
So this would be a daily thing, or just when you want to like get rid of the bags?
Yeah, it absolutely could be a daily thing. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
Take action with the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. This Mother's Day, get up to 50% off the normal retail price. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexiderm.com or call the number on your screen.
It's time to gear up for spring with help from your neighbors at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. We have great deals on Miracle Grow potting mix so you can enjoy beautiful blooms all summer long. Right now, Blaine's Rewards members get a $10 Farm and Fleet gift card with every $50 you spend on Scott's Mulch and Miracle Grow mixes. Buy online, pick up a drive-through only. Place your order at farmandfleet.com or at our mobile app and leave the heavy lifting to us in our convenient drive-through.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Get ready for the slowest 8 minutes in racing. It is the Kentucky Turtle Derby.
Well, as you know, the Run for the Roses was pushed back this year, so an alternative race featuring fierce competitors was put on by Old Forester Bourbon, and as you can guess, it was spectacularly slow. 8 turtles with names like Seattle Slow and American Tortuga jockeyed for position, but in the end, it was What the Turtleneck who had cause to celebrate. This wasn't the first time Derby fans were treated to this awesome alternative event. Another was held in 1945. That was the last time the Derby was postponed.
And down the stretch they come.
Not quite as exciting.
That one just in its shell. They were doing their social distancing there.
Yes, exactly.
Good idea for them. Well, let's take a look at the live view from the Kwibi Radio Skycam in Platteville. You can see pavement's wet there. They've had a few showers roll through. The WISC Skycam looking off toward the east actually shows a little tiny break in the clouds overhead. Most of the showers are now drifting back toward the south and west and then moving down through Illinois. Temperatures are around 50 here in Madison, a little warmer to the north where there are a few peaks of sunshine. Where the thicker cloud cover is to the east and southwest, that's where the temperatures are in the 40s. Tomorrow they'll look for highs in the lower 60s, and then we'll see temperatures in around 60 on Thursday, but an alert day for Saturday morning for the possibility for a widespread frost and freeze, and temperatures remain chilly through much of next week.
All right, Gary, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 5. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.